guys, welcome back to the channel. We've got a buyer's guide today. It's 760 v12 twin turbo. It's an f02 long wheelbase. So I'm going to hand it over to the owner and he's going to talk us through what to look for when you're buying one of these. Guys, so we're taking the cover off so you can actually have a good look at the engine while we talk through it. Right, here we go.
Hi guys, so 760, what to look for when you're buying one of these? Layout wise, they're quite similar to an N55, so 335i engine. So what you want to look for, what could be a potential suspect, is high pressure fuel pumps. Because you've got two banks, you obviously have two. You're going to look for any leaks around there. The high pressure injectors, obviously you've got 6 on each side. Same as the N55, you want to look for any of those if they've got a slight leak or longer startup times. If it's taking a while to crank, it could indicate that there's a slight leak. Coil packs, purely down to the heat cycles that they put through. So 6 on each side. You'll notice with a misfire or something at cold, that could be a potential issue. And with the V12 specifically, they have active anti-roll motors on the front and rear anti-roll bars. So you want to make sure your power steering fluid is clean and topped up. It's got 2 readings in there, cold and hot. Obviously you want to make sure there's enough in there for not only the hydraulic power steering, but for the active anti-roll bars. And because it's a V12 and it generates some serious heat, you want to make sure the coolant is of a good mix, nice and strong and topped up. That's not the expansion tank, that's just the overflow bottle. Off from that, that's about it. Just general oil filter, air filters. I mean, you've got 2 charge coolers on the top, and it's basically just like 2 N55s bolted together. The usual things. You don't want any oil leaking anywhere, any water spilling out. And I think BMs of this era, you know, keep on top of the cooling systems, especially because even this one specifically, there's a few hoses down the front, and there's one where the temperature sensor goes onto the rad. Don't know if you'll be able to see it, but this one had a pinhole leak, and obviously with the V12, the last thing you want is low coolant and cooking a head gasket.
Guys, and the thing is that obviously these kind of engines, you know, we're not going to see them again, so let's have a good look inside and see what features this one's got. It's a long wheelbase, it's fully loaded, and let's see what to look for inside. There's plenty of gadgets in here. Yeah.
So in the back here, I've got my TVs. I've got airplane style tables for if you want to use the laptop or eat the drive-through meals or whatever. This particular one does have heated and cooled seats in the back. You have separate ventilation and stuff in the back. I've got a DVD player. The back seats, obviously, in the long wheelbase 7, they're all electric. This is the rear iDrive control and the TV controls. You can prioritize this if you want it to have the same priority as the iDrive in the front, so you can adjust the maps, etc. on the go. You have fresh air up here. This is for cold air only, so it's just for ventilation. Rear vanity mirrors. Oh, don't want to look at that. And then in here, if I move my air fresheners out the way, in this particular model, we actually have a fridge.
That's quite cool.
Yeah, the only issue with the fridge is it does eat up a little bit of your boot space, so if you're doing the school run, that could be a hindrance. Yeah, in this one I've got all the rear sunshades, so if I press and hold this button down, all the side windows and the rear give you a bit of privacy. And I know in the Merc I had limo tints, but I don't think I'd need it with these because it gets quite dark in here with the sunshades on.
And because it's long wheelbase, how much more is the actual legroom here?
I think it's about 6 to 7 inches. 13 to 14 centimeters is roughly what it gives you, and it's all basically from the B pillar. It's all for the knees. I mean,
so it's just the back doors that are a bit bigger than a normal one.
Yeah, basically from B pillar forward it's the same, and from C pillar back it's just this section between the B and C pillars that is slightly longer. But as you can see, that seat's in my driving position, and I've got more than enough room.
Right, brilliant. And it's got these footrests as well.
So these footrests, they have little studs on the bottom, so they don't slide around, but you can just put them where you're comfortable. If you're a bit shorter and you want it there, just get cozy for a long run.
And all these back seats, they recline and everything as well, don't they?
Yeah, so they recline. You can move the back bit, the headrest. You can heat them, cool them. On the door it even has a massage button, so I can press that and it starts pulsing through a little massage.
That's nice, man. It's got a lot of ventilation here as well.
Yeah, loads of vents. It's got feet vents, pillar vents, overhead ones, and much like the Merc, the entire headlining is all Alcantara. All the edges, where would be plastic, is all double stitched leather. I mean, everything is leather, Alcantara, wood, metal. It's finished quite nicely.
Should we get in the front and see what's there?
Yeah, can do.
Guys, I don't know if you can see that. Double glazed windows. So it really makes a difference on the inside. I think you're saying this standard on 760, yeah?
Yeah, so all leather, wood, double glazed windows, and these soft closed doors.
Yeah, it's cool, it just sucks it in. So you want to check that all of these things are kind of working, because there's just so many gadgets. I'm guessing everything is pretty much electric inside.
Yeah, I mean, we've got electric steering wheel that you can adjust to however you want. All the seat controls, you've got obviously forward, back, up, down. You can twist it, you can move the leg bit in and out. And obviously the back, you've got your headrests and stuff. I mean, it's all electric. I'm sure you can find some way to get comfortable in here. Put the lights on. So this one has heated seats, obviously 3 stages. It also has cool seats like in the rear. Everything as you'd expect is all electric. All the heater controls, air conditioning. You've got full iDrive in here. Has a ZF 8-speed auto. I like the fact that they put leather and not plastic around it. Again, 760 trait. Everything is leather, Alcantara, wood.
So the normal ones that are not 760, they're plastic behind the gear
this
lever.
bit. Yeah. But this one doesn't have massaging seats in the front.
Oh right, okay, but it's got it in the back.
Yeah, in the back. So I guess it's more for the diplomat in the back. It does have lane keeping though. So if you press that button, it just pops up in here, in the middle of your dash. I suppose that's if you're drifting or what.
Yeah.
In and out of lanes.
Should we give it a little rev?
And I mean, it's really smooth. You can't feel any vibrations through the chassis.
I'll go around the back and see what it sounds like. Guys, let's see what it sounds like. It's literally really smooth.
Yeah.
Guys, in the actual engine bay, what you can hear here, they all sound like this. These are actually the injectors. So it almost sounds a bit like a diesel on idle. Guys, so look, this is what it sounds like in comfort, where the flaps are closed inside. It pops a little bit, and let's try it in Sport Plus. Yeah, it's popping a bit more. I think it revs to, seems to rev a bit quicker as well in Sport Plus, doesn't it?
It's sharper on the pedal.
Yeah. Guys, so down here, really important to make sure this isn't filled up with water, because you can get leaves and things that block it. If this gets full of water, then that will end up going inside the cabin. So you want to really make sure that it's a dry car, really.
Same on this side as well.
Same thing on the other side. It's always worth looking at when you're trying to get one. So nice and clean on this one. Guys, so look, this one's actually got 20-inch wheels on it, and these brakes are huge. They're 370mm plus, so you can't even squeeze on anything smaller than 19s on this. On your normal 7 Series you can put 18s, 17s even, but they're just absolutely huge, and obviously it's needed because of the weight of this thing. Right guys, that's the end of the video. My advice is get one of these while you can. They're really going out of fashion, so now's the time to pick one up, because for V12s you're going to have to get a supercar or a hypercar. You're not going to find one in a normal 7 Series, S-Class, so on and so forth. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and give the video a thumbs up, share with your friends and family, and I'll see you in the next video.